We are live. Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah. Somebody just.
I'm just kind of messing with the stream and stuff right here. It's kind of a lot to manage.
seem really quiet to me. For some
I
reason.
seem quiet? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll turn me up.
You could even almost turn me down a little bit.
Well,
A little bit of both.
you sounded good to me.
I mean, I sounded good. I'm just saying.
But I tried to boost the whole master and it kind of was clipping a tiny bit, so I backed it off.
Well,
But
I mean, so then you bring me down, so then you don't have to bring you up. So
okay,
we're not pushing.
I'll bring you down a little. Are you in number 2 or 1?
2.
2.
Whatever orange is.
Yep, orange is 2. Just a tiny bit though. I'm making small adjustments here. Oh, Sean says I'm ready. Jordan says black heart. I think that's a good thing. Oh, her heart is black with much love. Pretty cool. How's everything look? Is it? Did that seem better?
A little.
Good. Is the balance better now?
A bit. I still feel like I'm
You feel too loud still?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna turn up the cello, and unless anyone comments that the cello's too much, I'll crank me up a little bit more. I just don't want to distort. I'd rather be a tiny bit on the quieter side than actually distort.
Switch axes.
Now switch guitars. So we are River of Dust. Oh, Jordan is making up lyrics at home. That's a great idea.
Nice.
That's cool. Wait. Where is Matt? Is he playing? Oh, he's muted? Are you muted? What are you doing?
I'm tuning.
Oh, cool. I'm sorry, I'm juggling like the streaming thing and then the chat and stuff. This is a little bit of a production here. We'd like to thank Easy Monkey. I had some food there earlier. Oh, I had a ham and mushroom thing from them earlier today. Unbelievable. They are doing takeout. They're doing growlers. They're very smart, and they have great food. Oh. That's a good Yeah, I'm streaming with Matt right now. This is what happens when your kid gets home. Okay. I guess we don't shut the doors. Well, I'm gonna. Okay. Does that seem... How about this?
That already feels better.
Is it... Did I overdo it now? I think I overdid it. Okay. Realistically, we'll just continue adjusting forever, so whatever. Cool. So, what kind of vibes do you guys... Maybe we should ask our viewers what kind of vibes they're feeling. Are you feeling nighttime, sleepy time vibes? Or are you feeling energy stuff? Oh, the lyrics that she's making are about COVID-19. Okay, well that's cool. Well, if you want some kind of vibes, just let us know in the comments and we will... Funky. I don't know if acoustic cello is... I mean, maybe with my electric it may be better.
You can be funky.
I didn't ask for a challenge. Okay. It's a good key. That was a weird ending. I liked it.
That came out of nowhere.
It's funny because when you're not talking into that microphone, we can't really hear you. Whereas I think this microphone,
I said it came out of nowhere.
it came out of nowhere and we both were on it. There were moments in there where I kind of missed being in the same room with you. But, you know.
What's she gonna do?
Looks good.
I like old ants.
Let me see if anybody else is. Oh, people are in the chat. Nina is in the chat.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Nina.
Hi, Nina.
Oh, this is fun. I love you guys here.
Oh, are you wearing your Yeezys?
I'm not wearing my Yeezys. I'm wearing my Doc Marten boots. I don't know. The Yeezys aren't so River of Dust, but I mean that's okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's whatever. If Firefly was still on, this would be playing in between the scenes. Ooh, yeah,
Oh,
good.
totally.
Good, Sean. Yes. And also, Matt is wearing a thong made of alpaca. I don't know about that.
How did you know?
How did you know? I don't see where that came from.
No idea.
So this is a band. This is a band called River of Dust that me and Matt are doing a lot of, because A, we live in the same house, and B, our musical sensibilities just have always clicked for a long, long time. And we usually just improvise and we record our improvisations and then we cherry pick our favorite stuff. And we've had like some placements and some things, and we have a lot of material out on Spotify and iTunes and pretty much all the main streaming platforms we're on, so you can always add us to your playlists or whatever. And Matt is currently on hiatus from his guitar store job at the guitar store, and I was doing pretty well until recently, because what happened for me is that when all this COVID stuff hit, everybody was like, oh my gosh, we got to get our project done. And so a lot of people did hit me up, and so I've been up actually quite busy up till about now, just working on helping people with their projects. But I kind of think that, I'm kind of worried that might change. So anyway, been doing the remote thing for a long time, actually. Matt and I have both been doing that, so we are quite comfortable in that world, but the streaming world is kind of new to us, so forgive some of the wrinkles. Yeah, interesting. Hey Matt, do you want to tell us a little bit about this guitar that you're playing?
Oh, this thing. Yeah.
Talk into the mic.
Don't tell me what to do. So, I don't even know if it's on camera at the moment, but
It is.
This is a weird one because it's all a bunch of custom work that I did. My dad helped me actually with cutting the brass pickguard on it, but the pickups are from like this weird guitar that Phil gave me. It's like this little 3/4 thing that had terrible action, so I kind of learned how to play slide on it. It looks stupid because I'm a large guy and that was a little guitar, so it looked like a ukulele. But I'd learned how to play slide a lot on it, and the pickups sounded dope because they're from the 60s. So eventually I was like, oh, let's take the good parts and put them in a good guitar, right?
Sweet.
So
And so, what parts from the original old crazy toyish guitar are still in existence here?
just the electronics. So it's the original pots are in it, and then the pickups and like that stuff. A new Switch. The old Switch was garbage. It was like a rotary
So
thing.
it's made to look vintage, but the pickups are quite vintage, and the electronics are vintage, but the rest of it is actually custom built by you and your dad.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's got a bender on it, so I don't use it too much in this band, but do all that stuff.
Oh man.
I need to get one of the things broke on it. I can do it 2 strings.
Oh, it broke? Oh,
Yeah.
weird. That's
I need
weird.
to get on that.
Yeah, it was cool at the moment. Okay, somebody said, Sean asked, my wife wants to know what the print is on your shirt, Bugs or from the Galaga arcade. And
Whose shirt?
my shirt.
Oh.
And they're not, I don't think they're Bugs. Okay, so I have a theory about what these are. And if you look up, there was a video game. I think you're not wrong with the video game thing. There was a video game called Hunt the Wumpus, Wumpus, and it was on Texas Instruments, and it was like it's kind of similar to like a Pitfall, but it was an aerial view, so sort of like a checkers board or something, where if you got closer to, oh, my wife is having a virtual party upstairs. It's amazing. This house is amazing. There's 3 stories of streaming happening right now, and who knows what, my son has a studio too. He's probably working in Logic right now. This is nuts. But so the closest thing I could find to this is the game that I used to have, that the Wumpus is like a monster, and he looks like this, and you would hunt for him, and you would try to guess where he was, and if you accidentally landed on him, then he eats you or whatever. So if you look up Google Images and look up Wumpus, Wumpus, you can see if you think that this is similar to a Wumpus. I think it is. So I like my Wumpus shirt. Hunt the Wumpus. It's probably available like to play on a web browser or something.
Probably somewhere.
Mm-hmm. So those games are pretty simple. Imagine you had to have a whole big, arcade to play all this crazy stuff when your phone can do like what a whole arcade could do. It's so nuts. And Matt, is that you were playing last night?
Yeah.
Oh, same guitar?
Yeah. This is like my main slide guitar.
But were you playing baritone earlier at all?
Not last night.
Okay. But tonight you are going to be.
I was, and now I'm thinking about doing it again.
Oh, you were playing baritone?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to do it again because I feel like it, because I haven't done it in a minute.
Yeah, I like it. And then we can talk about your baritone guitar after that.
It'll be so exciting.
It's very exciting. Hey, you're the one who loves the guitars, so I'm going to make you talk about it. Do you want to tell us a little bit about this, or should we get to the music? Let's get to the music, and then we can talk about it.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
Sorry. Mike, it's like great.
And it's a
Can't
very,
Only right on.
Yeah. It's a very cool thing about that mic, actually, that has a ton of rejection. It's nuts.
I just have to, I need to be on it.
Yeah. Don't be shy. It's so weird because I keep looking at the stream like I'm playing with you, but there's a lag, so it's like we're not actually, it's weird. It's so strange. What a weird world we live in right now. Do you want to pick a key? What's that thing in B?
It's an A.
Oh, A. We were just playing. Yeah, let's do it. Those went some cool places. Cool. Okay, I'm going back to the chat. love everybody. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe because we're trying to get more subscribers right now. It's real. It's real. Because we want to not have to do the Facebook thing. We'd rather just do the YouTube thing because it's more about content. So if you subscribe to us and hit the bell next to the subscribe button, then you'll be able to get notifications when we keep streaming, because we're going to do this more. So, oh, you know, I should probably do, while Matt's tuning, I'm going to do a virtual tour. This is the Sling Studio that we are using to stream with that unit right there. Oh boy, I'm watching it in like lag time here, so forgive me here. Okay, this is the vocal mic I'm using. It's Sound Deluxe U195. It's basically like a U87, but it has this eyeball thing on it because that cuts a lot of the room noise. And then there's this Royer 121 ribbon mic. Then of course there's the Ferrari, the contemporary Italian instrument made with science and love at the same time. And oh, there's a dog back there behind that chair. I'm gonna move that chair so that I can see the dog, because she's just chilling. She must not think the music's too horrible. Let's see what's up. I'm gonna move the chair real quick. Oh, that was a nice mic clunk. And also, that was the weirdest ending of anything we've ever done.
I think so. I think that was.
Chasing around a bunch of chromatic stuff. There was some kind of cool stuff in there.
Let's see the other one.
Oh, other people in the chat. Love that lamb bone. Oh yeah, the dog, she ate some of the lamb bone. I had to take it away from her because I was worried she was gonna
Actually, I wonder.
eat the whole bone. The Ian Hamilton said, loving this, making our night here at the ham house. Ooh, I had ham today with mushrooms. It was really good. But the Hamilton house is beloved to us, and yes, this is the song what I'm talking about. Oh, thanks, Sean. You guys, this is so fun to like just be doing this whole streaming thing. It is really fun. So we do love it. It's really cool, and we're gonna keep doing this. I want to do more and more. Because it's fun, and we're getting it dialed in, and we're using like pro audio stuff, which is why we're on YouTube, and why we're not like on Instagram or whatever. But we'll add more platforms as well down the road someday. But for now, it's working, so gonna keep it going. Wait, so now you're using a different guitar. This is your fourth.
I know.
Wait, are you gonna put the silver mic directly on this guitar, or are you plugging in?
I could.
Wait, are you plugging in?
Yeah, it's electric.
I don't think I've ever played with you with this plugged in.
First time for everything, buddy.
Yeah, I think this is a first.
It's gonna be interesting.
Okay, so you gotta tell us about this.
Huh?
You gotta tell us about this thing.
Well,
it's so cool.
It is a tricone resonator. So there are 3 cones. It's kind of like, well, it is the first amplified guitar before there was like electric pickups and amps and all that stuff. So this actually comes back from the 20s. This isn't from the 20s, but the date is, or the style from then. And they had the audacity to throw an electric guitar pickup on it. So you get...
It is cool. It sounds really good. That's pretty cool, dude. Okay, I'm switching back to having both of us on the screen. Ooh, you're doing both amped and mic'd?
Kinda.
Cool. I like it.
It's got a heavy butt, so it like wants to.
You're getting a buzz? I wasn't hearing it.
No, it's got a heavy butt and wants to fall off my
Oh,
lap.
okay. Do you need a strap for it?
I'm not gonna bother with it.
Next time.
Yeah.
Next time.
I have the means. I gotta tie it on. It's a oh no! No, come back!
I liked that ending.
The reverse of a fade.
Wow. Thank you guys so much. Oh, this next song is called Heavy Butt. Yeah, that guitar does sound incredible, dude.
Yeah, it does. It does have a heavy butt though, just like
Yep. Yay. It does sound like Firefly, and also Sean from earlier said that it sounded like Firefly, so that's a cool thing. Maybe we should get them to make a new series.
Yeah.
And base it around. Oh, my mouse just died.
Oh, how convenient.
It's very convenient. But I do have a spare mouse. So I will get the spare mouse and I will plug it in. Lots of cables going around here. Okay, mouse. Oh, this is like the crappy one. Oh well. Hopefully it works.
Might want to do like one more.
You want to do like one more? Okay, let's see if this mousey works. This is so awesome. We've had some really good grip of people streaming this whole time, and it's been really great. So,
nice.
man, we really appreciate it. And we are gonna do more. You wanna keep it in D?
Or let's do E.
E? Yeah, E is good. E makes me play way differently than D. Tell you nothing.
Ain't you nothing.
Can't tell you nothing.
Can't tell you nothing, boy.
Cool. Well, what should we do? Should we do more? Since there's people here.
We have been going for 90 minutes.
That's awesome, dude.
Yet, so.
Yeah, I mean, my left hand's feeling a little left-handy, but
my left hand feels like a left hand.
Whoa. So, we asked you about your guitars, but, I may as well talk about my cello since I didn't switch up any instruments or anything. So, you know the story of this cello, right? But, have you heard the story of this cello for a while?
I think I have.
I know you've heard it before, but what I'm saying is, do you remember it? It's a pretty weird story. So, I got this cello from a collector and famous conductor and cellist named Barton Frank, and he played Carnegie Hall a bunch. He conducted in New York a lot of operas and stuff, and he was a professor and a conductor of college orchestras and stuff too. Anyway, he was definitely very well known in the classical community, and his father was also an instrument collector. So they had this relationship with this family that was making instruments in Cremona, Italy, and they were very good. And it was in the early 80s where they had actually taken the chemical properties of the varnish and the wood, and they had really done a lot of science based on, like, they thought that a lot of the wood had been brought in through the Mediterranean of the Stradivarius violin. Sorry, I'm all over the place. They were doing the science on the best string instruments, from 300-400 years ago, and why they were good. And of course, some of it is age, but some of it was they determined the chemistry of the wood and the salt water that had seeped into some of the wood, and then also there was precious minerals in some of the varnish when they did the chemical testing on it. And so this cello was made by a family of scientists and an old family of violin makers, and they kind of combined to make replicas of the best Stradivari cellos and violins and violas and stuff. And this is an exact replica of my favorite instrument in the world, which is Rostropovich's Montagnana, the Sleeping Beauty cello, which is why it's extra wide and it's got big hips. So this cello was made by successful scientific / replicator family in Cremona, Italy.
Art meets science.
Yes, art meets science. Craft and art and legacy and tradition meets science. And then the story gets crazy because what happened then is the guy. So I didn't have this cello yet when this happened. This cello was built in 1983, and it had no bridge on it, and it was just like the body of the cello with the varnish, but it wasn't set up. And it was in this collector's closet, Barton, this famous performer / collector, and he had it in his closet, and he had like 11 of these built because it was also his favorite cello in the world, and he was like, this is the best cello in the world, make me 11 of these. And so this was, I think, number like 11, and it was the last one that wasn't set up or played. So I'm really the first person to play this, even though I only took possession of it in like 91. So what happened was then the person who made this cello got arrested for selling the same French violin, the same 300-year-old French violin, to 9 different people. And they were like, wait a minute, I have this famous pedigree violin. No, I do. So not only did he forge the instrument and fool 9 different people who paid big money for this famous violin, but he also forged the documents too. And so this actually has the family name on it, so it's not a forgery, but it's built by someone who is an extremely successful forger. And then I'm trying to get to the punchline of the story, because then my buddy who works on this, Caraba, was at an auction in England, and the guy was there. I guess he was probably out of prison at that point. And the guy who built this cello was there sitting next to him in this auction. And this famous British pedigree violin came up on the auction block. And my friend who works on this cello, he actually built this bridge. He said, "Oh wow, I've worked on this famous English violin. I've worked on this. This has been in my shop." And the guy who built my cello was sitting next to him, and he elbowed him, and he was like, "Not that one." So I guess he was back at it. So the legend is, the crazy story of this cello is that it was built, and actually the other thing that's crazy is that Rostropovich's Montagnana Stradivarius was in the shop when this cello was built. So it wasn't just built off of blueprints or paperwork. The best cello, in my opinion, the best cello in the world, was in the shop when this was made to be an identical version of the best cello in the world. And I'm still growing into it. Like, I've had it since 91, and it's still a better cello than I am a player. It always has been, and probably always will be.
It's a great fucking cello.
Yeah, I love it.
Gorgeous.
I've only had this one for so long. And actually, the previous cello was a very lucky deal too. My cello before that, I made a bunch of money on selling it because it was so much nicer than what I bought it for, and also when you play them a bunch, they do improve, especially cellos, because the molecules of the wood actually change their properties.
Acoustic guitars do the same thing.
Acoustics too, yeah.
Not really resonators like metal bodies, but wood.
So that's the cello story.
Yeah.
Not very well told, but anyway, you get it. So what do you think? Should we play some more music?
Maybe one more? Since we were.
Oh, thanks. Okay, I'm glad. Okay, Ian Hamilton said, "Thanks for telling us the story." Okay, good. I'm glad, because I felt like I was just being a crazy, rambling, insane person.
No, that was an interesting story.
I think it's cool. It's like it's so me. It's like, it's this amazing cello, but it has some weird taintedness about it.
Right.
Yes. It's like punk rock somehow. Yeah. I didn't tell you when he got arrested, he was speeding in his Ferrari down the Italian highway, you know, but...
Of course he was. Oops.
Yeah, no. What key do you like? Oh, tell us about this guitar, dude. After, we'll play music and then we can tell us about that guitar, because that's a different one. You like G? Let's do it. You liked the classical outro?
Just out of nowhere. Just,
It's like do some, I don't know if it's Bach-ish or what, but.
sort of, kind of.
Well, guys, peoples.
I think that's all I got.
I think that's all I got too. So you guys, we're gonna be doing more. I mean, I kind of think we should just do it tomorrow.
Cool.
I don't know. We're gonna do more. We're gonna do like a lot more of these. So the whole thing is that we're trying to get people to subscribe, because then we can just do our YouTube thing and keep doing content and not worry about all the noise on some of the other platforms and stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Not criticizing. I'm just saying, like, I like YouTube better. I'd rather have the good viewers that are here that we love. Ooh, you guys, totally. This is all about the journey. Thank you. I'm so glad you get it, because we're just trying to like take you with us on our musical roller coaster. You know,
it's a slow roller coaster,
it's a
it's
slow
a roller
coaster.
coaster.
It's
sure.
more like the train that goes around Disneyland. It doesn't. Well, no. It's more fun than that. I don't know. Whatever. Terrible analogy, but.
I got where you're going though.
Yeah, but yeah. So thank you so much for tuning in. This is something we're going to be doing a lot more of here, because we're getting more of the bugs worked out. Like, this was so much easier than yesterday, because we had it pretty much set up the same yesterday and did it, but this is much more dialed in, and we're going to continue to just like,
It was practically just flipping all the switches on the fighter jet.
totally. Well, and even
Screaming.
this time I felt like we had more chance to like promote and invite people to it and put it. Like yesterday we were like scheduled to stream, and we hadn't even like promoted it or told anybody about it or whatever, which is kind of awesome too. I mean, I like the exclusivity to some degree of, we're just doing this thing and you're here with us. So, oh look,
We'll just keep doing it.
there's a dog asleep back there. Hey,
Oh,
B.
Old lady.
The old lady dog.
Old lady B.
She's happy. Well, we didn't scare her away with our terrible music, so that was
Terrible, terrible music.
yeah. Oh, there she is. All right, guys. Well, hey everybody, we love you, and we're gonna keep doing more. Thank you so much for watching, and go and follow us on Spotify or iTunes or whatever your Google Play we're on, and just and subscribe to this channel, and also hit the bell next to the subscribe button, because that gives you notifications when we're gonna go on. And there's a couple other things that we're going to be doing streaming from this channel, but this is definitely one of the main things we're going to be doing a lot more of, because Matt and I are in the same house, and it's fun.
That we just constantly just create.
Well, we have our instruments here together, and like, we may as well use them.
We use them. We use them
they're here.
regardless, but we use them even more this way.
So thanks everybody, and we love you, and we miss you, and we're gonna see you soon. We'll probably have a big party here at some point. Oh yeah, we'll have a subscribers only party when this is all
there you
clear. We'll blow this place up. Let's do it. All right, everybody, we love you. River of Dust. Follow us on all the things.
See you guys.
We love y'alls.
Y'alls. Everyone.
Yep, everyone.
Every last one of you, whatever you are.
Yes. Cheers. Cheers, Martians, humans, Earthlings, everyone. Good night. Oh, yes. Perfect.